silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sara. How could I let myself be tricked like this?
We've never even met Sara. Are we even gonna go to the right place?
You idiot. If someone says that, they're fucking with you. Remember that already.
Slum.
I knew more or less where she lived, but not how she lived. I would say below poverty line. If not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her.
Even worse than us.
Sara needs electricity. And lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see.
Oh, the Statue of Liberty head.
These cables come out of the converter. Sara, where are you?
This is a blind crapshoot.
Even from here, you can smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you live here? It doesn't seem connected to the net. Damn it. Electric current powers up the antenna. It must be operational. Sara needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
Hope you're not drunk driving. I don't think we'll be welcome here, though.
Lady Liberty, down in the dirt. At least she stayed right here with her people. No one else did.
Where does this go?
One of the cables draws the most of it.
Implying that Sara is the only person in the slums who uses that much electricity. Icarith fix point. Just wanted to have a quick look around here. Is there anything else around at all? I don't think so. Over here?
It has to be here. I hope I'm not too late. Sara? The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week.
Let's go then. Do you have your gun ready? Go away.
What is this place?
The slums? You can't hide. Whoa! Quit. Oh God. Hang in there, buddy.
Oh, fuck.
Shiz. Oh. Oh, I thought there was some right here. No. What the hell? It's kind of like spare parts. Oh god, what if Sarah's fake? What if she had just been a figment of my imagination? Leave. Okay, what's down here? Sarah. Oh god. Did they all say that? Taylor. Wait, they all have names on them. Oh, not all of them? Oh no. These better just be activating because they're motion sensitive. Last chance. They're all female mannequins too. Quit turning off your flashlight, buddy! Oh!
What the hell?
Oh! Oh, oh.
You thought I'd be an easy target?
There's a different voice.
Give it up! You're trapped!
Funny. You're the one bleeding.
You get one fucking chance!
It's right there.
One.
Shoot!
Great. Just show yourself.
Come on, stop peeking, just shoot!
You've gotta be kidding. Where is she? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm a department officer.
A woman's
You're
voice.
gonna end up in the bank, you cunt.
Oh shit. Sarah?
That is Sarah?
How about letting me know you're dropping by next time?
Sure thing.
Oh, it's an older lady.
It's just a scratch. You can't hit anything in this body.
Well, lucky us.
Was it the stranger's voice?
Sunken face, bloodshot eyes like a junkie. James, you know how strung out you look?
Me? You looked in the mirror lately?
Yeah, I thought she might have been a little younger.
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow, 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 ow.
Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Oh, she switched already. Is it her first time switching?
And you're smoking, too. Someone's fallen into bad company here.
This body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
You're in your 30s, right?
Yeah, she is young.
29.
My bad.
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Karra had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
Just spill it already.
Fine. You want it? Here it is. I rented my body on the black market.
Sarah, what was your motive?
Rent?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging.
Money?
I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
How do you rent a body though? You would need another... This is your replacement body? You gave away your youth. For money, I suppose. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We're all forced into these circumstances by the system they set up here.
What fucking emotions management issues?
James Karra, tips for cooperation. Don't mention the wife, don't argue, distract him, he abuses alcohol. The problem of emotional management. She added the last one. Oh, Sarah. Frozen memories. Research by an independent scientist and social activist, B. Kelmers, proves that memory disorders increase in proportion to each year spent in memory bank. CTC Director George Boyle declined to comment. Unofficial sources say authorities have initiated proceedings against Kelmers. Fearing censorship, Kelmers is publishing his research in our newspaper. Identity at risk. Professors R. Praffit and D. Sinburn argue that Icarite transplantation does not guarantee continuity of identity. The Icarite rebuilds a functional organization specific to the function of each individual in a new body, recreating it only to the extent that the new biological environment allows it. This is why synchronization is so difficult for some people. Well, what's the point of doing it then? Dreaming Icarites. Memory bank scans by an activist group that wishes to remain anonymous show traces of frozen Icarite activity. Does this mean that even disembodied Icarites can feel or think? Can they dream? All very scary thoughts. Sarah's situation is basically like one step up above having your shell sold at 21. Because she gets a replacement body, but it's old and frail and she's basically on her deathbed, as opposed to actually just being dead. So yeah, one step up above.
2071, Green Bank. Acid rains ravaging our planet will not cause the extinction of the flora. The new project involves collecting bulbs in seeds and temporarily creating holographic facsimiles of all plants. The real, most exquisite specimens of flora will still be on display in the roof sections of the living museums.
Did this used to be a museum? Keep turning it on. Why are we looking at that? It's like a merry-go-round. Anything else here? You got this kind of fridge too. Hey, your place is nice and big. At least. Oh, jeez. She's just a slave to the addictions in her body. Department of Mortality. It's her work screen. Yup. Remote work is nice.
A locator. Some perfectly innocent stalking.
Of who? The bodies that we looked at, the photos that she sees through a camera in my eyeball, I suppose? We didn't really talk about it. But she can see what I see. Is this the bathroom? Do these mean something? There's so many of them. There's 2 of them.
"2042 living museums. In In response to the continuing needs of the populace, the government has taken steps to save our planet's natural heritage. Selected rural nature parks will become living museums. They will become a refuge for all endangered species of fauna and flora.
Some museum here.
What an eyesore.
Did you say anything?
No, nothing. Lovely sculptures.
Why the hell are you living in a place with, like, creepy mannequins? So the stranger never got here, but he was making threats. Are we sure it's not just for me being crazy or something?
Citizens, I assure you we care about the environment as much as we care about the development and availability of Icarite technology. And so, as your president, I promise you this. On Mother Earth Day, April 22nd, 2088, we will reconstruct every plant down to the smallest and make cities bloom again. Not out of town, not in museums, right here on Liberty Island. I give you my word as president. The symbol of America will grow among proud trees. I see the future, and I give you my word. Our future is green.
Oh, bit of a double meaning here, huh? I don't see any plants in the slums, and... well, Richard Green is green. Isn't he? Our future is green.
2057, bioresurrection. Scientists have painstakingly developed a formula of plant nutrients, which can resurrect any plant, even with the smallest amount of sunlight. Soon, living museums will bloom again.
Whoa. What does that mean? We've seen so many of these. Practical guide to sculpture, traditional methods. Oh, she was just making them, I guess. 'Cause it gets kind of boring here. Hi, Sarah.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable.
I'm sorry, Sarah. And I thought I had it bad, huh? Artisan. 10 secrets of recycled art. $400 chair. No thank you, I'll just sit on the floor. The best quality of art supplies for hobbyists and professionals. 10% discount on your first buy. She doesn't really... well, look, she's in a wheelchair as well. On an oxygen tank. This body is on its last legs.
You have good taste.
Oh, it belonged to Max, my sister. She's into old school stuff. You two would get along.
Because I'm old.
One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs.
Taylor.
Where you came in.
One of the names on the mannequins.
Back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. And instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but it looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Who's Taylor?
The greatest treasure in this dump. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging. For normal people, it's a portrait of misery, desperation. But for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
It must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me.
Oh no.
8 years ago, give or take a few days.
I thought they might be like dating or something.
Your sister?
No. We were in love. I
Yeah.
remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back.
That's bad. What am I missing?
After a month, her subscription expired,
Oh.
and we were broke, and there was no one to help her. She wound up in the bank, and the body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out, no matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
But that's just her oh, the memory. The Icarite. We need to put Taylor in a new body.
Oh, fuck! Damn it.
So you're almost on your deathbed
Got any
too.
ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
That was a really creative way. I think one of the strengths of the story so far is the way they play around with the cinematography. Simple things like James looking up at the sky covered with cars, flying cars and whatnot, and, you know, that was a simple... She's recounting her experiences, but they made a cool little shadow play out of it. We already looked at this one, right? Huh, some of them turn off automatically, some of them turn on. I feel like it should mean something, but... I don't know. Body confiscation, December 20th, 2321, 2 years ago. Taylor Adams. Icarite will be delivered to the memory bank immediately. And there was some... I think we read a newspaper about how the longer it stays in the bank, the worse the memory recall will be.
Blood tests. From the beginning of the month.
Jane Salma? 29? Is Sarah Jane Salma? Cause she just said she's 29 right now. Wait, what? Why is that here? 2321. Why do you have that here? 2329. Oh, what? Oh no, this is Jane Salma's body, mate. I don't freaking know. Jane Salma, synchronization, the key to happiness. We have already discovered the key to eternal life. Now it's time for the key to eternal happiness. It's the book you're holding. Jane Salma, expert in psychology and psychiatry, whose famous statement, synchronization is all that really matters, reveals the secrets to deepening the synchronization process and achieving eternal happiness. Financed by CTC. What a great quote. Synchronization is really all that matters. Profound. Pretty. My last will. Max, Peter, Dario, you deserve answers, lots of them. But first, you deserve an apology. I lied to you. I haven't gone anywhere. I tried everything to get Taylor out. I didn't want you involved because it was too dangerous. The fact that you're reading this is proof. I'm sorry I left you. Sorry I didn't say anything. And sorry I didn't make it. I only ask one thing, and I've thought about it carefully. If I can't live without Taylor, I want to dream with her. I believe we'll dream together in the bank. Don't pull me out. Love, Sara. P.S. I sorted everything for you. The items are below, marked with your names. Everything else can be thrown away or sold and divided equally. Oh, Sara. Can we do anything for her? Max, Dario, Peter.
I remember it. This is older than me.
Chicken of Justice. The last of his kind, he fights for a better world. When darkness falls, he dons a mask and dispenses justice. He crows each dawn with a pure heart, knowing he's protected the streets of his city. Add-on: solve puzzles and summon the Chicken of Justice. Are you worthy to become his assistant? There's a puzzle here? Yeah, so some of them... There's like an empty version and there's a full version. These were young kids. Younger kids? Whoa, Dario got really tall. We didn't talk about it yet, but you know, back in my apartment, there was that one room for Ryan or Brian. My kid, right? Hasn't been addressed yet. Yeah, it used to be Sara and Taylor and the 3 kids. Last chicken. What is that? Really pretty. I don't know. There's gotta be something to do with the chickens. I'll take the medicine first. Hey, could you not, like, dump the whole bottle into you? So for the ones that are empty, maybe we want to shine the light on them or not shine the light on them, and then we want to do the opposite for the other one. Something like that. This is off. There's another one. Oh, there's an upstairs portion. Super Dario. Yeah. Police car? Where are the 3 kids now? They don't live here anymore. That's it? I solved the puzzle? I solved the puzzle by doing what? Did it not have to do with the light, or did I just have to find them, maybe? I'm not sure, but I solved the puzzle. Apparently. Hold on. I guess that's it around here.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. Mine don't fade. They haunt me, more literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her, and of course she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
I want to know about how she ended up with the police, but... the chicken?
I found a hen of a damned intricate make.
You solved the puzzles? Congratulations. For 10 years of his life, Dario only wanted hens like that. Well, you've proven yourself worthy. You can keep the chicken of justice if you want.
Okay.
Seriously? Awesome! Criminals, look out now.
You've got talent, James.
I don't even know how I solved it.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
It's possible to break into any room, really.
And shoot the shelf above the burglar?
I'd have time to reload and finish the piece of shit.
Yeah, what was that Jane Salma thing?
In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy?
No.
I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
No. I want to ask about Salma.
Looks like you covered all the bases. Nice work.
Thanks. I try.
I hope this isn't a tough question. Sarah, how are Max, Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking...
I saw the name on the cabinets. Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
That's good. Can I ask both?
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
Was it me?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Wanna get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
It's not the guy who came's fault.
Then how about we get revenge on this whole sick fucking system?
Like that's possible.
We created this system. Or at least let it become a reality.
Speak for yourself. I'm a newborn, remember?
Forget all that.
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Hey, so you want to talk about Salma? What was that file with Salma in your room? God, you've been smoking way too much.
Bottoms up to honesty. I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
What are you renting the body for?
A surrogate. For some rich broad. And a good one, I hope.
Oh, so they're using her body to have a baby. And then you get the body back later? That feels so violating. But, oh god.
Sara, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
And the locator?
You're always snooping. But yeah, I had a transmitter sewn into my original body just in case they wouldn't give it back to me.
Oh, the screen.
And was she there the night of Green's murder or not?
She was on schedule. The time of the visit left no doubt.
Okay.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
Salma said it was recycled.
What happened to the original owner, though?
Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
Yeah.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We don't need to say everything out loud.
Okay, let's say you're right.
It's definitely recycled. Why would they lie about that?
You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears where they don't exist, and you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck! You understand?
Yeah, I get it. Sometimes you have to cross the line. And if you do it, at least make it for someone you love.
Only
Well,
for
I don't
someone you
know if
love.
That's what I want.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Dress your finger.
I can handle it.
This is so grim. He's giving Jane Salma her body so she can have a baby. And then she's gonna give it back, apparently. Which, if I were Jane Salma, would I give her back her body? Why do I get the impression maybe not? Yeah, I think we finished looking around. Do you want to look at the chicken again? She said I could keep it. I wonder if I can actually just take it. It's chicken of justice. If she's only like 29, then those kids are barely adults probably.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
Work well under pressure, resistant to stress, ability to assess situations quickly. Only the commander instead of a coach, and the field's a bit bigger.
And that's all?
I believed in justice. And shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
I'd like to believe.
As much as ever. I'm just not looking for it in the department.
Copy that.
Is it time for us to go? I think so. Yeah, that's where her body is right now, then that's where Jane Salma is.
A locator.
I think it's time for us to go.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you, I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Can you fire up the board here?
No.
We'll do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start?
So that's the kind of thing about these
James,
the
I
shell
managed to
stuff
get what was in
too.
Green's safe. There were
Oh.
recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
Yeah, like, I guess the murderer could be in a different shell, and then at that point it's like, how do we even catch them? Taking over the body, do we have any indication the killer took control of Green? The meaning of intrigue. What was the point of a plot that linked Green's case to the Icarus shooting? Well, Green had a machine.
His own transfer machine. I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing.
How do you deal with that kind of desynchro?
And how do you deal with it?
I don't know if I'm the best example.
Ex Machina. There was no extra body or Icarite in the machine at the time of the shootout, but Green frequently swapped minds. Did he have any problems with it? You wouldn't say swap bodies, you would say swap minds. Interesting wording. Did he have any problems with it? No. Ouroboros, the modus operandi of a murderer. Symbols and dates. Monitoring, recordings. You can see he took a lift up by himself and hung himself from the... So he killed a bunch of people in the Red Room and then went up and killed himself. What the hell? Lots of failed attempts to save the current system.
I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
It turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster.
This might not be it. Bring this one back. Icarus Lounge. Famous Boyle and fucking Park plotted in the same lounge with Roy from the stadiums and Miller from the security company. Recording of synchro test conversations between Salma and Green. The politician's predictions didn't bode well.
How did you describe it? That you're losing control of yourself? It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. Should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke.
Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Your voice.
Shit, I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer. If synchro tests have a positive effect, then maybe there is something that does the opposite.
Tormented soul. Frequent transfers exacerbated Green's massive desynchronization. Do we have evidence that someone could have used his weakened psyche and influenced him? Red Room's big wigs. Combative senator, lecherous governor, media magnate, influential group. TV people. Group of journalists and celebrities from the Red Room, all delivering the same message through screens. Orphanages. secretly body farms for him and the other sick fucks. Someone could have influenced him? Or Boris?
Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
Nope. Someone. We need a person who's influencing him. Oh, someone was with him.
Why didn't we have access to these recordings?
They were in the Red Room.
I'll try to get to them. There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece.
Under the influence, there's no sign anyone there had done a consciousness swap, but the level of Green's desynchronization along with the recordings show he wasn't fully in control of himself. The meaning of intrigue. What was the point of a plot that linked Green's case to the Icarus shooting? The point...
Okay, let's assume that this was his motive. What's next?
If all his plans to save the current system had failed, what was his next move? By system, you mean the whole, like, Icarite system. Yeah? Next move. Oh, you can see the clues like that. Next move. The next move wasn't to kill himself, I would assume.
Fucking Demmer.
Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them.
Green had Kovalev take out players who were symbols of the old order. In Green's final moments, there had to be more to it than just these few guys. Oh, so this is his attempt to wreck everything. So add all the people then.
I'm getting used to the big names of the corpses at our feet. What are they doing there, apart from the obvious?
Together they worked on how to calm the riots, how to use the Fourth Estate. Who knows if they would have failed.
Dickheads. You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in.
Critical mass for Green. The killing of bodies of both these owners meant critical mass. With fewer people in the city having real power, there was no way to hold back the spread of chaos, which is what you wanted. Why did Green have to die? Oh, you added some new ones. Changing of the guard. The situation created a political vacuum. Perfect for someone who wanted to seize power. If someone could influence Green, it's possible they could control someone else too, Puppet Master. Green was a key player in the intrigue, which was about burning Rome.
Since the most influential players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs. The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart. Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that.
See, the problem with Green wanting power is that if he's dead. His Icarite is melted. How is he gonna get power from that? So maybe it's more about burning Rome down? Unless if Green wasn't the big guy behind it, like there was someone else is behind it.
Green was the last person who could stop the spreading chaos.
I wonder if his death was a crime of passion, or if it was planned.
Okay, just out of curiosity, I'm gonna break this hypothesis because I want to see if it's possible to do another one.
Once the king is knocked down, the game's usually over.
Someone's getting better at game metaphors.
Right, so this isn't it. Puppet Master, you can't.
More than 300 years of accumulated power and plotting.
No one else could bear it.
I think there is probably just a correct one. That's it. We were right to begin with. Get out of here. Cut threads. Killing Green was the last straw to destabilize this town, but why now in the middle of everything, instead of pulling strings to the bitter end? Why now? No? Because someone wants power? Because, yes. puppet. Nope. That ain't it. One of these two. Why now?
Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not this one.
I don't buy it.
Yeah. Me neither. Orphanages?
I still don't get that part of the story. When I think that they really use the...
At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it. James, we're drifting.
Taking
are.
a circuitous route to our goal.
Do we have another one, though?
If synchro tests have a positive effect, then maybe there is something that does the opposite.
Ooh, maybe we can connect it with something pre-existing, because I was only looking at the ones that weren't connected to any lines. This isn't connected. No, I think they do want... The Ouroboros. Really? Does it? Destroying the world order takes a plan carried out over decades, but Green died before he finished the job. Was that his doing or the killer's? Which one was pulling the strings?
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
Were you close with Seth?
Sure. He was my partner. Why do you ask?
I remember you mentioned that you even talked with him about synchro problems.
We'd been sitting in a car for several dozen years. Had to talk about something.
The first time he ended up reconstructing an Icarite?
Mm-hmm.
You blaming yourself?
Cops look out for their partners. And he was my friend.
Thought you were a detective.
So, yeah. I blame
Not a
myself. I hope he gets back on his feet after all this. Okay. Let's try to draw some conclusions.
Honestly, I see two main possibilities. Or we're just seeing a small part of a bigger plan by someone who's always 2 steps ahead of us. Or Green's plan played out with Kovalev's help.
Mm-hmm. How do you figure?
Fuck, I don't know. He has access to some advanced tech. He managed to make contact with you in the Red Room. He knew everything that happened. Like he was in Green's head. I thought Green just committed suicide, but now I'm having a tough time buying that. Sorry, I've got a lot of thoughts. What do you think? Who's behind all this? Murderer or Green?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
We don't know what... I don't know, man. The Green was certainly very powerful. The murderer? We don't have any clue as to his identity yet. And it does seem like to some degree this was orchestrated to be some kind of a suicide.
I'll admit our alleged killer knows a lot, but we don't have enough evidence that taking control of bodies is even possible. Green wouldn't be so easy to manipulate. He held this city by the balls for hundreds of years. Seems he decided to go out in a blaze of glory and burn it all down.
If Green planned it all, then what role did the killer play in everything? So, what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
That easy?
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
The train. Train accident.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
Wait, there was a poisoning?
What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
It looks the same as my old one.
Thanks.
Wait, why are we investigating our own case now? Is it related to poisoning? Oh, Rachel. Eos Island. Gah, I never get any closer. Oh no, not again!
Rachel!
I'm getting closer. Closer than last time. But not close enough.
Rachel!
Never close enough.
Looking in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.
The riots in the city are drawing near to Green's farewell location, Central Park.
Riots.
Everyone in the area is asked to leave the area for their own safety and security.
Still going.
According to the police.
Dude, are you there? Hello? This guy looks shady and he's connected. Oh, this guy's some pull. Wait for me, we'll get it sorted together.
Seth?
Who else, genius? The voice of your conscience?
Oh god.
You're not really here. You're just a cocktail of desynchro and memories with a garnish of trauma.
Dude, you really don't get it. Don't do anything or you'll do something stupid. I just entered the initials and Hestia asked, am I satisfied with my work? They're calling from the top about it. This will end worse than usual.
You know I gotta do this. I need to know what happened.
Fine, but what if you don't?
I will. Whatever it takes.
I am
Cover your
not
ass if you do
okay.
this.
Does everybody live like this?
Jake!
We just received word of gunshots in Central Park. The crowd is panicking.
The protests are intensifying.
Truth is said to heal. The problem with this statement is that there are only two kinds of medicine that work. Those with an awful taste and narcotics.
Checking out that poster. Subscription unpaid. All citizens are obliged to abide by the general rules of use as defined by the Code of Bodies under penalty of a fine, imprisonment, and or loss of access to the aforementioned body. What if it's my original body though? Like, okay, don't give me a new one, but you can't take away my original one. Can you? Don't answer that. This is where did they finish cleaning up yet? Because no, they didn't. Yeah, the train crash happened 2 weeks ago. Take ambrosia responsibly. Your synchronization depends on this. Read the leaflet carefully before use as it contains important information. They didn't even fence off the area. We can just go here.
James, are you there?
Good to hear you.
I'll be on the line, but remember, in this place, desynchro can be deadly. Got any symptoms yet?
Thanks.
No.
Never felt better.
No symptoms whatsoever.
Damn it.
I can't see anything. Do you think there are any traces left after all this time?
I was here. How am I not one big lead?
Are there any tracks in the first car? Am I gonna come across my own body? Is that possible? Wait, what
Most
is...
of the blood evaporated
Ugh.
from the fire. Maybe the UV will detect something.
Did they take the body, but then they left a trace here of where that original dead person was? This hologram corpse. A, RH negative.
No ticket jokes, conductor? Anything?
That motherfucker had to shoot everyone. So many bodies lost.
What?
Why can't I remember anything?
It's not... With the train incident, there was a train crash, but what else happened aside from that? There was someone, a criminal on the loose, shooting everyone?
Rachel had a similar one. She recorded lectures with it.
Recorder?
Watching the neon lights of the fading city. Oh no. Fuck! No, please! I'm begging you!
Guy just started shooting up the whole place. Yeah, the holograms, there's holograms keeping track of where things were for evidence reconstruction.
They had nowhere to run or hide. Some bodies were permanently damaged.
What is that?
There's something here. I have to check it out.
Let's take it one step at a time. Oh.
The frame looks shot through. I'll check it.
What about this person? They might have been crushed.
Refusal of body credit. This guy just hit the memory bank from here.
Probably like most of the victims.
Accounting liquidity report.
Looks familiar.
Bullets. Sullivan. Sullivan.
It fits my gun.
Oh God.
No.
What? You're not trying to tell me you did it, are you?
I don't have enough information to reconstruct. There was a major firefight here before the derailment. I'll check where the shooter was.
It fits your gun, but your gun is a police weapon? It's standard? Standard issue? Please tell me it's standard issue. Salt and sugar are the white death. The shooter was standing. This whole place is crooked.
Who shot them?
I remember this. I was chasing a guy. A dealer. Motherfucker was armed.
So you could have had a gunfight.
Looks like he was standing around here somewhere. It was almost midnight and there were still some children on the train?
You'd be surprised. Some people just aren't very good parents. Shooter position, possible caliber, 9mm. Well, there's nothing for me to reconstruct around here. Yeah, we got that. We got that.
So many different people. Shoe print.
Is it...
I was ankle deep in blood.
Oh.
This is my...
James?
I already have a lot of data. I'm going to reconstruct.
James, think again. The reconstructor will try to use your memories because you were there.
It'll be fine, Sarah.
No, you won't. Wait. James, wait for me. I'll be back in a moment. I have something. I'll explain later.
So it's not very clear to me how the reconstructor really works. Apparently it uses my memories as part of it, as opposed to a more empirical kind of evidence. But it can also make things reappear physically. Like literally physically. Oh! Ain't that me? Ain't that me?
The hell?
Whoa!
What's going on?
We'll get through this difficult moment together. Can't remember? I'll tell you what happened.
I was chasing a dealer who was running away in the crowd.
Oh, it's first person because I was here. I got him.
You shot up those people.
Oh! All of them?
Look, then.
Oh my god.
It's you, James. The real you.
I can't believe this crap. You're manipulating me.
You're pathetic.
I couldn't kill those passengers. It wasn't me.
Oh, he was using the people as a shield.
He overwrites my memories? How does he know about the train? From a synchro test? Is this how he brings out memories?
Get out of my head!
Oh, buddy, it looks like we're gonna be needing a fifth body soon. Oh!
Are you alive? Is that fucking blood?
The killer uses your memories against you. Like a parasite. Squeezes into gaps left by the desyncs and modifies them. I don't know. He hacked synchro tests and finds out everything? He does it somehow.
Run away from there. Come home and we'll talk about it. Don't reconstruct any further, understand? I can't be with you now.
What?
I'll explain later. My body is in trouble. Okay? Over and out.
Jane Salma? Not the one you're in right now. Your actual one.
Why do people keep leaving you?
I need to get to the next car.
She's not leaving me, she's just needing to do something else for now. Don't buy into it, James. So many people died here. You've already learned it once. This time will be faster.
As long as you don't get consumed by frustration.
Are you talking about my memories or guitar? That's a freak ton of people.
What's going on?
Did you know that in the last synchro test I talked about us? I understood that you would never accept my decisions. Life ends. Even memories fade away. Nothing else will happen. We tried. I know. We were stupid. That would be wrong. We would be bad people. We really are. Because we're still alive.
She would never. It's my own fears feeding on her death.
Well, if she did kill herself, it's reasonable that she would be thinking stuff like that. What happened in the second car?
Reconstructing this is gonna be Sisyphus work. The difference is Sisyphus tried to cheat death, not to immerse himself in it.
Driver's license, Adam Drew. Green Avenue. He had a family! He had a family, damn it. 2298. This guy's relatively young. He's like, not even 30. Actual age, not shell age, I assume.
Rachel had one. She wore it to games. Until it broke into pieces.
Christopher Otterbein. Autograph? Demer tubes, premium tubes for guests. Prepare something so it won't get boring. Get laxatives after premium tubes. Shopping list. Tubes? Tubes?
What happened here? Didn't even have time to yell.
Might be a good thing. You don't want to suffer.
A mortal wound. Why can't I remember anything? It's starting to look like a graveyard on wheels. I'm moving to reconstruction.
Sarah said don't do it, but you're gonna do it anyway. Oh, wow. What the heck? Oh, is it me again?
You always think you're someone you're not.
I shot a dealer on the run. I had to have a clean shot.
You didn't fucking care at all.
It's a joke. I will not kill. I didn't kill anyone.
It does seem kind of crazy that I'd just be letting loose like that. You'd rather, I think most places you'd rather the criminal get away than to harm a random standerby.
Feel the truth. You can smell it under your skin. Can you feel it rotting?
Why can't I remember it?
You do remember.
Okay. Let's assume that's true. I shot everyone like a madman. What's next?
Have a look.
There is more going on with this. Yeah, this train ride. I don't quite remember what they officially reported in the news though. I thought they just mentioned that it was a train derailing thing.
To punish someone.
Oh!
Is this some kind of test?
If it is.
Oh my god!
You think you passed?
Wait, this is the people from the Red Room! Oh! Dude, I think we're the killer.
You left them in Green's basement. Judge and executioner in one.
You're judging me? How many have you killed? You can do it. You know what's real.
Interesting.
I did leave him there, you're right. I didn't kill Arthur or George Boyle though. That might just go to show that, because George Boyle, there was a bigger chance of implicating myself, so I was scared. But the Red Room, just leaving people down there, nobody would have said anything.
You remember what you felt. You remember the taste of blood from biting your lips.
I was in a frenzy. I wanted to get him and...
He started shooting everyone. Wow, you're a terrible shot then.
I hit him. That was all that mattered.
Okay, James, you might want to hold off on the reconstructing.
He couldn't get far.
At the end of this, what are we gonna find?
They lead to the third car.
Prosperous citizen, prosperous society.
Are you ready?
Why do you have to be so annoying?
What happened in the third car?
He got hit hard. Why didn't he give up?
Is that not your shoe? Seth. Oh, Seth's nameplate. Maybe Seth fell off around here somewhere. License plate?
The dealer was standing here somewhere and bleeding. We'll try to reconstruct.
You're gonna die. Whoosh! Scared me.
Why did you take her from me?
I don't know what's going on. Do you know who I work for?
Names! Now!
Lunatic!
We'll work this out with the boss.
I'll shoot down this car and we'll all die.
Go ahead. But you're telling me one way or another. Who told you to sell Rachel the poison?
What?
Oh.
Who?
Who is he?
Oh no, he thinks that this person sold Rachel the poison that she used for committing suicide, but it's probably an unrelated case. But he's
He
kinda...
doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Counter-terrorist team's on the way.
He's aiming at the car! Get the fuck out of here!
Are you crazy?
I'll shoot him down!
Why did you do that to Rachel?
Just going back and forth.
Jump!
I want names!
Look, the reconstruction is messing up. We're just going through the same bit in the timeline. Again and again.
This was the last good day of your life.
No!
I'm losing control.
Okay, buddy, you gotta chill.
Come home.
Oh!
No.
The kid door!
I'm not going in there with you. Our luck's run out.
No. I don't want to go in there.
Why not?
Why are you doing this?
You're dragging yourself to the grave.
What the fuck?
You don't understand how all of this has power over you. Relax and accept the truth.
I'm tired of you being sorry. The world is tired to see you too.
Help me.
Why do you cling so hard to this pathetic life?
Fighting makes no sense. Give it up. I want to help you.
Ryan's room.
Stop! Are you fucking crazy?
Ooh! Ooh!
Want to play with a knife, do you?
Am I stopping me? Oh.
We are cruel. And you're a sadist when you look at me like I can take away your pain.
Do you always have to make it difficult? Something good is finally coming to you.
Gotta face the symphony.
Why did you do this to her? Why did you turn her against me?
Is that what you want to hear? My confession?
You motherfucker!
It's the only escape from the nightmare you are stuck in.
Baby crying.
I saw in your eyes that you stopped believing in me. I let you down. For a moment, I even felt like I cared.
Help me! I don't have the strength anymore.
I'm sorry.
Please, step inside. Are you tired already? You lost a long time ago, James. You're a walking corpse.
I gotta go.
I can feel your mind getting weaker by the minute.
Baseball.
You motherfucker.
You gave up alone.
Hey, 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 hey.
Time ago, when you had everything. It wasn't hard life that destroyed you. Stop hitting yourself.
Hey.
James! James! I've been talking to you for 10 minutes! Give me a sign of life. Get in touch immediately. James! Hello?
Yeah, I'm not doing good.
James, I need your help. Salma is...
What?
My body's in the middle of a riot and it's in danger. James, are you okay?
Yeah. But I'll regret this in the morning.
Well, I have my own problems to deal with. You want me to go find your body?
I had a bad feeling about all this. A revolution is like an amputation. When it comes too late, it's sure to bring blood and pain, and as likely as not, little else.
Can't bring about change without violence.
James, where are you going?
I didn't even
Don't
finish
worry,
though.
I'm just below the park. I don't want to run into our friends in blue. I'm already flying over.
Close all airspace. I repeat, close the airspace over the park. Regroup on 57 and stop them from getting south. I will be there soon.
It's not an easy day to be a police chief.
It's not easy for anyone.
Here we are. Central Park.
Green could not have picked a better epitaph for himself if he tried. A forest of fake trees that last forever without actually being alive.
Yeah, they mentioned this is his farewell site.
All I know is the mob ripped through the police cordon and attacked the rich folks at Green's celebration.
Celebration when Green himself is dead. Oh!
Shit.
I'm alive, I'm alive!
James?
Maybe not for long.
Are you there? I've lost my vision. Talk to me.
Copy.
James! Oh, you're alive. You okay? Did you get hit hard? James, are you okay?
Think so. Had a hard landing. Report a police car crashed near me.
Did you literally run into one of our friends in blue?
There he is!
Oh god.
Quick! Report it.
Someone's coming.
Are they shooting the police?
The fucker's hiding!
Back up.
Get him!
One sec.
They're shooting
This guy
me?
doesn't have much time.
Shit. Don't do anything. You can't risk it right now.
And rip out his Icarite! Leave me alone! I'm police! We know.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Please! No!
Ah!
What the fuck? Another cop? I'll finish him off so he doesn't get away!
It's over for me.
Wait! Let's get the second one.
Oh, shiz.
Up above! Look out! Police, drop your weapons! Grenade! Run!
That's not tear gas. That's not tear gas. Those sound like actual bullets to me. I don't know about helping that cop, but he died anyway.
More or less. At least they didn't rip his Icarite open. What about Selma?
She got to the center of the riot. Now she's heading back. Head south and you'll run into her.
How fast is she moving?
Pretty fast and steady. I don't think she's hurt. We don't know if someone's after her.
I don't know which way is south. Oh man, look at that. Okay, there's demonstrations, protests going on here, turning violent rapidly. I'm caught in the middle of it. They are looking to kill all the cops.
They took your plate. An APB for a police car was sent out automatically.
Great.
Justice to the rich. I didn't do anything, man. I'm not a... I just came here. You'd be chasing after the wrong guy.
A great day for scrap dealers. Not for anyone else.
Plenty of cars. Eat the rich.
The road's closed. Gotta go around it. But I see some kind of statue.
How big?
Pretty fucking big.
Great. Probably the Morai statue from Green's exhibit, where his farewell happened. Head towards it.
I'm trying.
His farewell. Cars are burning. It's okay, we'll get there. All this just for your body, though? Like, well, we're doing all this, we're participating in all this because your body's here.
I have to go through the park.
Please hurry.
Oh, shiz. It's holographic fake trees.
Something keeps bugging me. Whose idea was it to say goodbye to Green here?
I don't know. Probably the city. It was the last exhibition he sponsored. why does it matter?
I'm wondering if this could have been planned.
You think everything that's happened here was also part of Kovalev and Green's plan?
We don't even know what the plan is. It's possible, though.
Look, everything happens on the day of Green's funeral. And it all started with him.
Well, as far as paralyzing the city and causing chaos, well, it works.
But what was the goal? Or a step toward the goal?
I don't know, honestly.
What's the catalyst for these current protests, though? Because I feel like this content has been around the whole time, but Green dying being the catalyst? Green dying shouldn't be the catalyst because everyone would be cheering Green dying anyway. But yeah, it just all came to a fever pitch and now this is happening.
Silence. As if every shout, scream, and noise in this city cancel each other out. As if all of this was meaningless. I can see the place where the ceremony was.
Great, head over there.
Is it the little circle?
What did you say the statue was of?
Morai.
That explains a lot.
Morai were the goddesses of fate. All I know is that they watched over the life thread of mortals and gods.
How nice. I have to take a roundabout route to them. How's Salma?
Slowing down. She seems to be running out of strength.
They love their Greek mythology references.
Salma just sped up. I think she's running away. She's almost at the statue. Help her!
Okay, I'm helping. What do you think I'm even here? Oh.
Damn it.
Well.
Karra? I couldn't believe when the system spat out your name, and you just happened to be in the middle of this shitstorm. Listen, I need your help. Jane Salma's in danger.
What are you doing? Don't get him involved.
The famous psychologist, Jane Salma? What the fuck have you got to do with her? Wait a minute. She was taking care of Green, right? I need to get her out of here! You've been screwing with the case this whole time? After I told you to drop it? Of fucking course you couldn't. You are under arrest!
Boss.
Over my dead body.
Damn you. I don't have time for this anyway.
Oh, shiz! Wait, I'm under arrest. You can't just shoot me. I didn't even resist.
Watch out! A car! Fuck!
Ooh, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Say something! Fuck! This better just be a bad connection. Please speak to me. She needs your help.
This whole time you're still wanting me to get your body? What about me? I'm hurt too. Oh, I'm freaking out.
Can you hear me? Head to the statue.
I'm going.
Save her, please. It's really close now.
It's your body that you care about, right? Who cares about Jane Salma, really? Maybe she knows something about Green? That's all we can say. What's happening with the holograms?
Almost slowing down. She must be getting tired. She's walking around the statue. James, stop moving.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Do you see her? She should be out there somewhere. If they got her, please tell me. Find her.
She cares about Jay Sama like it's Taylor.
She must be somewhere straight ahead. Can you see her? Is she okay?
I don't know yet, but I'll find her.
Oh!
There she is.
Shit! Don't shoot! I was sent by...
Good morning, sunshine!
Oh, God.
You're too late! She belongs to me!
Salma's innocent! Let her go, you freak!
Salma knew the darkest secrets of this world. And she didn't raise a finger! She did nothing about it! Nothing!
So you want to kill her?
We have a problem! This body belongs to someone I fucking care about!
It wasn't supposed to be a secret! I listened to you the whole time.
What do you want from me?
From you? Not a thing. You were just an accident. But you get points for determination. And for sober, moral judgment.
Sober?
Sober?
If you see the fall of this world so clearly, why defend it?
Who are you to Green and Kovalev? What did you have in common with them?
Over the years, I've watched people look away, go blind, lose their humanity. I had to use them to shake the world up.
You orchestrated all this, is what you're saying, and you're gonna kill Salma for doing nothing all these years, even though literally nobody else has been doing anything all these years.
Look! Let's make a deal! I just want this body, and I'll leave you alone!
Everyone just thinks about bodies and vulgar persistence. Nothing else. You're just proof that it all needs to burn.
There's nobody here. You notice the stranger's voice is not even via the earpiece. It's like live, it's right in front of me, but there's nobody here.
It got into my blood, and old habits die hard.
You just followed orders blindly, but you saw the true face of the elite, and it did nothing to you.
It's the same voice, it's me talking to myself, right?
I just need to dish out justice one more time.
There's no one here.
How long have you been watching me? You've sure spent a lot of time on someone who's just an accident, huh?
Come out. Show me what you've got.
One more time? Kovalev and Green are the ones who did all the work. You did nothing. You're nobody. You hid in their shadow and ended up tormenting a pregnant woman.
I made them do it.
I got bad news. Justice is my thing, motherfucker!
Well, show me what you're made of then. Come out!
Where is he? There's nobody here.
You need to put the gun down. It's psychosis.
Come on!
She's diagnosing me on the fly.
What is... What the fuck is going on?
There's nobody here.
How the hell should I know? I'm trying to figure this all out. But I need you to help me, okay?
You just have to trust me. I'm doing everything to help you.
No, he's not in her body. She's... what?
You're not fighting him. Are you... with him? Are you helping him?
No. What? I'm a psychologist. I'm sure you know that. You can trust me.
Trust me, I'm a psychologist.
Psychotic disorder. Green struggled with it too.
Desynchro. What?
Probably our Icarite. Our mind has A limit.
It can only handle a certain number of traumas and reincarnations. Until it gives out.
I don't know if I can help you, to be honest, but I'll try. You just have to let me go, okay?
She thinks I'm holding her here. Even though Sarah told me to rescue her.
What did Green say about Ouroboros?
About what?
About the snake and the date carved on the tree.
He was working on something he wanted to finish by then. He knew his mind was going. I didn't think that date was when he planned to kill himself. Oh, I should have known he'd try to drag us with him. Bastard. Please, put the gun down.
You can trust me. Drop it.
Oh,
please.
Her lips are moving when the stranger speaks. No, I don't. We've already seen so many cases of me being not well.
Try the path behind me. You have a chance to get through. Take this. Sarah will guide you. You'll just have to calm her down first.
Thank you.
I could feel his breath on my neck. I should have felt fear or anger, but I just felt serene. Maybe because I was so fucking tired. First life. I really made it. The second was good too. The third never came. Still, we were lucky. Really lucky. I've been living a stolen, anguished life for a long time. And he was born from that pain.
The stranger.
Everything's all right.
No.
Your time is long over.
Run!
The voice is coming from within.
I'll get her anyway. I'll drag her to the abyss with you as the tool.
Wanna bet?
Oh! No one's here to help us. There won't be a fifth body. It's too much. Oh no, are you gonna jump off? Just like Rachel? Cops are here. Sweet release. it's so far down. Find Salma before the murderer. Rachel's come to take me away. Rachel! Where are you? My wrist. Yo, both my wrists. Oh. Find peace. Find solace or not.
Hi, James. I know you won't pick up, but my psychologist says I need closure. She's pretty famous. She's alive thanks to you. And thanks to me, she hid here in the slums in the first days of the riots. Believe it or not, it was the safest here. It's pretty strange to look at myself, pregnant and shocked by the poverty I'd spent my whole life in. I had a few desynchro
She was
attacks
already
because of it,
pregnant.
but I recovered. Fully recovered. I finally got my body back, and I finally have enough money to get Taylor out. I was worried if Taylor would still be herself after she was thawed out, but Salma's pretty sure that there's no symptoms until the first 100 years. Symptoms like what you've been struggling with. She tried to explain it to me, and I'm so sorry. For the record, you were the most difficult partner I've ever worked with, and no one else will ever come close. But thank you. You deserve peace. I really hope you found it.
Oh, a little bit of closure. It's good to know that Sara can try to get her life back on track. I hope this means something is gonna change in the society. But they don't really mention, did the protests work out? Did they bring about anything? Well, maybe it's too much for me to worry about the entire world, so as long as Sara, my one and only friend, sounds happy, then I'm happy. But as for me, I think my time is up. Alright. We're at the end of this journey here. I'm pretty sure this game has multiple endings. I wonder if we should go for them first to maybe get a better view of everything before we talk more. And we can try to shoot her.
Salma, is that you? Fight him! Take back control!
Fight him? You think someone's controlling me, right?
Yeah.
Wait. What?
Let's fight him together. Can we? We'll fight him together.
We'll make it. Just put the gun down. It's just me.
He's taking over your body. It's happened to me too. You can beat him. You gotta fight.
I can't see what you see, or hear what you're hearing, or feel what you're feeling. But I know even Green struggled with something similar. It's desynchropsychotic disorder.
Desynchro? What?
Probably our Icarite. Our mind has a limit.
It can only handle a certain number of traumas and reincarnations. Until it gives out.
I don't know if I can help you, to be honest, but I'll try. You just have to let me go, okay?
I'm sorry, Sarah.
You killed him, didn't you? Green's dead because of you!
What? I tried to help him, but I'm not a miracle worker. If someone's been wearing down his psyche for centuries, how am I supposed to fix that? Fucking how? Please. I'm exhausted.
You're walking
Put
way
the
too
gun
close.
down.
Come on. You can trust me. Drop it.
Please.
I'm sorry.
Your choice.
Oh, she got way too close. Now we just killed each other. The dialogue options there shed a little bit more clarity on what I guess other people were seeing. As we thought the murderer was in her somehow. Like two minds occupying the same body. Not even the original body too, like that's Sarah's body.
Sarah.
James?
I stopped him. He tried to bolt.
No! Did she...
He was in your body. I had no choice.
Up until the very end. We never figured it out. Oh no. This is the land of the dead. Will Rachel still welcome me?
Rachel! Rachel!
Oh no! I don't even get redemption. Oh? Oh, if I died like that, maybe my Icarite was still intact. Oh, they put me in the memory bank. That's messed up. Will I ever get retrieved? Do I want to get retrieved? It's a different question too. Oh, there's so many people just in the bank here. We don't need the memories, we need the bodies, we need the shells for the rich people. Don't imagine we'll get a nice voicemail this time. Return to darkness.
I dragged my feet calling for a long time. I knew you wouldn't pick up, obviously. but it still wasn't easy. Bits and pieces of our last conversations haunt me at night. I still can't put them together. I believe that you had your reasons. I have to believe it, even though I'm having a hard time. I don't know what happened to Salma. I think they transplanted her into a new body, but she doesn't make public appearances.
I'm sorry
Maybe
for
she's
your
out of
body.
sync, or maybe she just forgot about me. I'm just guessing here. Too much of that, and I'll lose it. On the plus side, no one fired me from the police force. No one even bothered to come here. So, I still have access to the system and can operate remotely. I remember your last words about the murderer being in my body. And if that's true, he must have escaped. I decided to devote every last moment to getting him. As soon as Seth is back on his feet, I'll be in touch with him. I hope he'll help me. For you. I'll avenge us, partner.
They never really like super spell it out loud, but yeah, if we just saw this, we might still think that, oh yeah, you're right, we let the murderer go, we gotta go find him, I died and I couldn't do it, but no, I think it's, yeah, like, I was just not alright. No, I wasn't.
What do you think? Who's behind all this? Murderer or Green?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
So we need to come back here to access the other variations of the endings. I guess Green really did just commit suicide then. That's just part of his plan. But we know that the murderer, it's just me going crazy. So if I pick it, it's not a good thing.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another harvest on Icarus.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos, so what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
So you'll get your revenge and burn everything to the ground. Then what? A psycho like you's gonna replace it with a brave new world? Fat fucking chance!
Mortality will give us meaning again. And I'll take the poison last.
How about we reverse the order? I put a bullet in you, then you can have your poison. Last question. Did you poison my wife?
She lost the will to live long before that. I just helped her. Freed her.
Now I'm gonna set you free, fucker! Get out!
Come on! Third time lucky!
Oh!
What?
So up until this point,
You wouldn't be able to pull the trigger anyway.
all the stranger dialogue, it says murderer instead of stranger.
Body is everything to you. And the life smoldering in it. Lined with fears, warped by traumas, psychoses. It's time to end this, James.
I can't even hear Salma. Oh! I'm dead.
Stop fighting. Is it so hard for you to understand all of this? You've been living a stolen life. For what? To let everyone down? To fall?
Oh. All this just because I chose that the stranger is the murderer instead of Green.
You should be thanking me.
Yeah.
Here's your thanks, motherfucker.
You could hear her actual voice there. It wasn't the stranger's voice.
James?
Forgive me. I had to stop him. He was taking a joyride in your body.
No, please. Not my body. It's all I have. Why?
Yeah, we died in this one, so they played the bad beach and the memory bank part again.
I dragged my feet calling for a long time. I knew you wouldn't pick up, obviously, but it still wasn't easy. Bits and pieces of our last conversations haunt me at night. I still can't put them together. I believe that you had your reasons. I have to believe it. I tried to find something out from Salma, but she completely cut herself off and removed the Sonin GPS tracker. I thought it was over for me. Until one day some bigwigs in suits came in here. I shot one of them.
Oh.
Stupid misunderstanding. Just like with you. I didn't think Salma would send anyone. She arranged for a body exchange and transferred the payment. And because of the riots, no one even bothered to question me. So I finally had a bit of luck. But I don't know. I don't know if I could go through it again. I guess I have to find another way to get Taylor out. Or learn to live without her. If that's even possible. I'll be straight with you. I'll never be able to get you out. Well, unless I'm a millionaire someday. I hope you understand me. Take care, partner.
I'm not even her first priority to get out anyway. That would be Taylor. I don't know, is it so bad? Being in the bank is the same as being permanently dead anyway. You don't have a consciousness in there. Silver linings, right? It's not so bad, I think.
You should be thanking me.
Last one here. Same starting point as the previous, but we do not shoot.
James?
He escaped in your body. I wasn't able.
So the body's okay? Nothing wrong with it?
That's what she cares about. We still got the bad beach. We still got put in the bank because she shot me and I died.
I dragged my feet calling for a long time. I knew you wouldn't pick up, obviously, but it still wasn't easy. Bits and pieces of our last conversations haunt me at night. I still can't put them together. I believe that you had your reasons. I have to believe it. I tried to find something out from Salma, but she completely cut herself off and removed the Sonin GPS tracker. I thought it was over for me. Until one day some bigwigs in suits came in here. I shot one of them. Stupid misunderstanding. Just like with you. I didn't think Salma would send anyone. She arranged for a body exchange and transferred the payment. And because of the riots, no one even bothered to question me. So I finally had a bit of luck. But I don't know. I don't know if I could go through it again. I guess I have to find another way to get Taylor out. Or learn to live without her. If that's even possible. I'll be straight with you. I remember your last words, but I dropped our case. I've lost my moorings. I hope you understand me. Take care, partner.
Very similar to the previous one, but the ending was different. She's crestfallen and she's given up. Well, I think that's all the ending variations here. I have a few mixed thoughts on this whole thing. First of all, my understanding of what was happening in this whole story, I'm not even sure if it's completely correct, but what I've pieced together is that, okay, Richard Green and his friend Kovalev really did just commit suicide. The dates were marked on the Ouroboros symbol because they planned it. They were like, you know what, on this day we're gonna do this and that. And the reason they did it is partially because this whole passing on our soul, our mind to a different shell, it's not a perfect process. And so they were degrading. And so I think part of it might just be to end it all. Part of it might be to take everything down with them at the same time too. That's why Kovalev was shooting everything up and had dynamites on him and all that. And the complicating factor seems to be that James is also suffering from similar desynchronization issues, constantly thinking about his wife, but not even just that, because he ends up hallucinating a guy who might be the murderer, because, you know, it was a suicide. Green and Kovalev were suicides, but we weren't sure. And in absence of confirmation, I guess our mind just started filling in the blanks. And so that's why there's variations in the ending. If you correctly deduce that, okay, Green is the one that's behind all this, it's just a suicide, then you get the chance at the positive ending if you don't hurt Jane Salma. And then you get to go out in your own terms too. You should just jump off a building and die permanently, as opposed to still being stuck in the loop of thinking, oh my god, there's a murderer on the loose, oh my god, Jane Salma is against me, or she's been possessed. See, now his mind's thinking, she's been possessed, now I gotta get the body back and get the murderer out of her body. Which I don't even know how that would work, because from the world building that's been established so far, how do we have two souls in the same body? Maybe we can, I just don't know how that would even work. But yeah, so if you go on that path, then you end up down the bad beach, the memory bank. You either die on your own terms, or you go back to being in the memory bank, and the society just continues on forward from there. That's my general understanding of this, the whole plot in this game. But I'm gonna say that it took a while for me to really arrive at this point, and certainly not while I was playing it. And what I mean is, usually when I record a game for this channel, I play it once, and then when I edit the videos, I basically experience the story again, right? So it took a lot of maybe playing a little bit ahead and then reviewing the previous footage and then going back to the present to try to suss all this out. I found the way the story was being told in general a little bit confusing. And I don't know, I'm hesitant to say this is a game problem because it could just totally be me, but there were several points where I was like, oh, you're bringing up this thing we've talked about it before, but I never made that connection in my head. And I think one of the reasons for that is, if you play some games, you'll notice that they do a thing with the narrative where they'll repeat core information again and again in different ways, because it's really, really important for the player to have that set in their mind already. And they're not doing that because they think video game players are stupid and they need to be spoon-fed, but because compared to something like reading books are completely linear, and you can go back and read whatever line you want. But games, there are different ways that a player, even within a, this type of more linear story, there are still different ways you can find information by examining different objects first, by not examining different objects and just skipping it entirely. So it's really crucial to reinforce core information, especially if the story is set in a world that's not our own. And I felt like a lot of times what happened would be they would say something that is important one time in a passing comment, but because you don't know what's important yet, at the time you hear it, it doesn't really register to you as something important, but then later on they'll bring it up again and be like, oh yeah, this is a thing, and you're like, what are you talking about? So I'm not sure I'm the only one that had this kind of experience, but it definitely felt that way for multiple plot points in this whole story, I'd say. Which, it tears me up a little bit because I think this game has really great cinematic direction. The music is fitting, very like grungy and noir and all that. Some really nice cinematography, I think. Even just us talking to Sarah and then folding a paper plane at the same time, or looking up in the sky, or the way Taylor's story was told. Lots of cool bits. But at the end of the day, for this kind of game, especially because the gameplay is basically non-existent. It's just clicking forward, right? A lot of people are not going to be happy about that. For me, I can look past it if you give me a really engaging story. But I feel like this was just short of that. I would even say that the execution of the narrative is one of the weaker elements of this game, which, you know, for a story game is kind of a critical thing. Which is a shame because I felt like the world building, there were interesting things happening there, interesting high-level concepts, but I would have liked to see them fleshed out a bit more with detail. I almost wonder if this is a case of, like, they worked on the story for too long, that they had trouble telling what was obvious to people and what was not. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'd still say I enjoyed it though, especially as the first game from a new studio. Although, like, from just having run a channel that focuses on story games for several years now, I do feel like we are moving beyond having this type of walking simulator where the gameplay is pretty bare bones. So yeah, I'd like to see them maybe move forward in their next game with improvements in different areas, both gameplay and narrative as well. Yeah, feel free to let me know what you thought about Nobody Wants to Die. This was Welonz, hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing it. With that said, I'll see you all in another place, in another time. Bye!